like what? Like focus in at
like where to get the shots and where to focus on.
Who's on the other side?
Lizzie.
No, she's in the middle.
She's in the middle?
Yeah. Here, we should have 4 minutes of kickoff too.
Please welcome our guests for New York High School Dukes. Good evening and welcome to tonight's football game. On behalf of the Beatrice Public Schools, we would thank you for attending the game at the House of Orange, featuring the Dukes, New York High School, and your Beatrice Orange Club. On this night, we especially thank the real football fans for coming out. Please stand now as we have the national anthem for the Beatrice High School Band.
And we welcome you to House of Orange for Friday Night Football, the same night Nebraska plays tonight. Glad you could join us for the Orangemen against the Dukes of York in a Knight's Tale event every year. Glenn Snodgrass and his troops from York come into Beatrice at 2-1. Beatrice is 1-2 on the year. This should be a very entertaining game. I'm Brian Cook, along with the maestro, our producing engineer, Andrew Johnson. Our camera crew is the La La Girls, Lizzie Mimic, Lexi Mustin, and Layla Boyko. La La Girls, our camera crew. Great camera crew we got out there. The maestro and I are calling this game from Mission Control tonight. But we're glad you can join us. Cameras look good. And we're set for football on a 90-plus day.
Good to be here, Brian. It's always interesting for me to don this headset and chat with you a little bit. But it's good. It's good. It's always exciting to have the Orangemen on the screen. Huskers kicking off here pretty soon. We'll try not to get too distracted. But it's a Friday night.
Best of both worlds.
That means high school football. Here we go. We got
best of both worlds tonight. And we thank you for who took your. I know there's some fans of Beatrice that went to the Nebraska game, but they took their iPads with them to watch the Beatrice game while they're watching Nebraska live.
Yep, I guarantee you that's on a screen in the stadium right now. So that's pretty cool that we can do that and bring that to everybody. So thanks for watching from wherever you are. We appreciate it. If you would like to become a sponsor, there's sponsorship opportunities available for you. $1,000 level will get you on the big screen in the O-Zone and get your logo, your family name, whatever you want on the live stream as well. There's a level above that would get you a static sign in the ozone also. So if you're interested in that, we've got that for you as well. Contact the high school, and we can get you taken care of that way.
I want you to know your sponsorship dollars stay here in Beatrice, stay here at the high school, and it trains our great students here about real media. The kickoff went into the end zone, so buckle your seatbelts, get ready for the ride. Beatrice has the ball first. Boston Crawford is the quarterback. And takes the handoff.
Right.
Pass incomplete.
We should point out, Brian, we're watching the game from the studio tonight. We still got a few little audio issues with the stadium, so we're working on those. I got the crew coming out Monday to take a look at that. So there's times maybe the ball goes off the screen a little bit, and we'll call it as good as we can from where we sit. But I know for one, I'm not complaining about the air conditioning tonight.
No, more comfortable in here. Next week is homecoming week as Beatrice celebrates homecoming, so join us next week too. Boston Crawford, hands off, far side of the field, and that is Bo Spilker on the carry.
Nice run close to the first down marker there for him.
So Spilker picks up some yardage there, makes it 3rd down and 4. So 6-yard pickup for Bo Spilker on the first carry for Beatrice. Beatrice in the gray and orange uniforms, York in their white travel uniforms. 3rd and 4 here for Beatrice. Pitch back goes to Merrick Johnson. Johnson is swallowed up near the line of scrimmage. Little or no gain.
Boy, I thought on that previous play he was a lot closer to that first down stick than what they spotted him. I was surprised to look up and see 3rd and 4. Brings up a 4th and 3 now for the Orangemen.
And it'll be punting time for the Orangemen here. Beatrice on their first possession goes 6 yards, and York defense able to stop the Orangemen here. Beatrice gets set to kick. And the punt is up. And on the way. And fair catch called for near about the 37-yard line by York's number 1, Ty Erickson, 145-pound junior. The Dukes had the ball. Fairly good field position at the 37-yard line. Dukes led by Troy Schmidt, their quarterback. Zach Alt, Thomas Bendy is the running backs. Ty Erickson, Braden Weggeries, and Declan Peterson is their receivers. Shotgun formation here for the quarterback, Troy Schmidt. Hand off the backfield, and the ball carried up near the 43-yard line. That is Zach Alt on the carry. Pick up about 5 or 6.
Tackle by 44 there for Beatrice.
In on the tackle there was Wyatt Happel, the 170-pound junior.
I talked him up during mentor today. He's in my mentor class.
Oh, really?
Wyatt, get after it.
The Happel family, great family. Wyatt, love your name, buddy. That's a cowboy name. 2nd down and 4 here. Shotgun formation for Troy Schmidt. Schmidt fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right side, airs it out, and is caught by the tight end. It gets across the 40 to the 30, 20-yard line of Beatrice. Tight end there is Leighton Snodgrass, the coach's son. Big gain there. One thing I'm going to adjust is my stat sheet here for plays like that. And counting my fingers here down the field to keep the stats right. Got a 37-yard pickup there on the play. 1st and 10, Dukes now at Beatrice's 20-yard line. Shotgun formation here for Troy Schmidt. That's a running play to Snodgrass and cuts it back in on the sweep play. Gain of about 5-yarder on the play, 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4. So Troy Schmidt.
Boy, one of the things I love about this time of year is those long shadows across the field. It feels like fall. We turned to fall officially Saturday night into Sunday. It's time. It felt amazing out this morning.
Yeah.
Got a little warm today, you know. Actually, our first game we had here felt more like fall than this game does for sure.
Yes, it did.
You know, but that's kind of the way it goes in Nebraska.
Second down, about 4 here for the Dukes. Handoff goes up the middle, and the ball carried to about the 4-yard line on the carry. Thomas Bondi. Pickup of about 9 on the play. Handoff goes back to Bondi up the middle and
in for the touchdown.
Touchdown for Thomas Bondi. And York strikes first here, their first possession.
Kind of thought coming into this one we might see a lot of the ground game and, you know, keep that clock moving, but that's pretty much what we saw in that first drive for York there.
In high school football, that's the key. Get your running game established. Extra point is up, and it is good. So with 8:30 to go here in the first quarter, York takes the early lead here, 7-0 over the Orangemen.
And how many years do we see that for Beatrice, too? You know, you just pound the ball, pound the ball. Everybody knew what was coming, but you still got to stop it. You know, I mean, that's one of those things where it's just because you know doesn't mean you can stop it.
Exactly. Super power play developed by Bob Sexton and his staff. And it worked, and everybody knew what was coming. But Jessup Workman was a workhorse in that.
I'm thankful I got here in time to see some of those guys play. You know, I have memories of watching Jessup too. I think it was a playoff loss, one of those last times, and had the band, and we stood by that gate waiting for every last player to come off the field, and he was one of the last ones. But I know that meant a ton to him and his family to have all of us standing there, you know, encouraging them despite the loss and whatever. And it was just great kid.
Yeah, Alec Cromer was a quarterback back then, and just a great group of athletes. It's been a tradition here at Beatrice. Kick goes out of bounds, so Beatrice gets a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
That was a heck of a kick out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's with the win tonight, but that might be something to watch later on. That kicker's got a pretty good leg if it's the same guy doing the place kicking as the kickoffs.
His name is Zach Auld. He's also the running back. Zach is a 175-pound sophomore this year. So they got him to a couple of years.
Yeah, they got him a couple of years yet. We might see him in some red maybe somewhere down the road, the way that kick looked.
1st and 10 Beatrice. Boston Crawford under center. Pitch back goes to Merrick Johnson, and Johnson falls forward for a gain of about 1 yard on the play. Got to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Maybe 2 yards there. I think it was,
2 yards.
The second week of the season they moved him out of quarterback, put Boston in there, and had moved Merrick to the running back, and kind of changed the offense a little bit.
It
you
did.
know, getting him out in the open a little more. One of your best athletes on the field, you know, that freed him up to make some more plays. So
They changed that at Crete during the Crete game.
they won that one in double overtime.
Yeah. Boston Crawford under center here. He'll drop back to pass, looking down the field. Airs it out. It's almost intercepted. Very lucky there. Intended for John Reason on the play.
I think he caught it, Brian.
He catch it? Are
They're
you
marking
kidding?
it up there? Yeah.
Wow, he did catch
tipped
it.
and caught. I will find that on the replay. Yeah, they marked it clear up there at the 20, almost 7 now.
It's a 5-yard pickup to John Reason.
See if I can find that one.
So bring up a 3rd down and 3 here from the 27-yard line. Crawford under center, takes a snap, hands off to Merrick Johnson up the middle, and boy, he is stopped. And boy, good penetration by the York defense, but Merrick continuing to churn his feet there. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be about it. 4th down and 3. So York, good penetration there on the defensive line. And by number 53 on the defense, that is Ryan Houston, 205-pound senior. So punt formation here for the Orangemen. And the punt is up, and it is a good one. Fair catch called for at the 41-yard line. So that's where the Dukes take over for their second possession, 1st and 10 for the 40.
Really good hang time on that kick there.
I believe the kicker is Merrick Johnson.
Does it all.
Yeah. Well, I know he's a great wrestler. Wow.
Yeah, he's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Almost assured state medalist.
I sure hope so.
I mean, when your dad's the head coach.
Yep, he works so hard, both him and Dad. You know, it's just it's in the family. They're here in the gym all the time.
1st and 10, Dukes at the 40-yard line. Troy Schmidt in shotgun formation. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, will keep the football and dash forward for about a gain, about 4. Brings up a 2nd down and 6.
Is that replay on that tip catch we had? Rolls out looking left, throws it back to the right. Probably should have been picked off, and then catches it right there on the sideline for a nice gain for the Orangemen. Unfortunately, they couldn't convert it to that 1st down. But
good reaction by John Reason to make that catch.
Yeah, you like to see that. Don't give up on it. You never know what could happen.
2nd down and 6 here for the Dukes at the 44-yard line. They lead at 7-0. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter of play. Schmidt takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps the football, and gets up close to midfield. Be very close to a 1st down. Looks like it'll be maybe just shy.
Looks like they're spotting about half a yard short there, so bring up a 3rd and a short 1.
They'll rush to the line here. Wasting no time. Full package backfield. He goes under center this time. Schmidt now will drop back to pass, airs it out, wide open receiver at the 25, and all the way into the end zone. Wow. That was impressive.
Fake. Here it is. Just lobs it right over. Nobody within 7-8 yards of him. See you later.
Declan Peterson on the reception there.
Really nice play call by the Dukes.
That is Glenn Snodgrass, a coach. He's a great coach. Wow, 50-yard touchdown pass from Schmidt to Declan Peterson. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. York leads at 14-0 here, just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter play. So it looked like they were going to kind of tush-push there for the 1st down, kind of like Philadelphia Eagles do. You step back through the ball, and the wide receiver wide open.
Yep, sometimes you line up, and it sure looks like an orange, and then all of a sudden it's an apple.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
If you're blindfolded and you're taking a bite out of something, you never know.
Yeah. Our camera crew tonight, again, we're going to mention the La La girls, Lizzie Minnick, Lexi Mustin, Layla Boyko on the cameras outside. I'm with the maestro Andrew Johnson down in Mission Control, calling the game from here.
Thanks for joining us wherever you are once again. My other screen tells me my red finds themselves in a hole after one possession by both teams.
It's 14-0 here. Kickoff. Up, taken back by the Beatrice down to about the 17-yard line.
Short return there.
On the return, is that Jesse Oltmans? Or is that John Reason?
Not sure which one had it. I missed that.
Too
many other things to watch.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the numbers. It's orange on gray. So it'll bring up a 1st and 10 Beatrice from the 17-yard line. Boston Crawford looks over the defense, and we'll go under center. It's a man in motion. That's Merrick Johnson. Pitch back goes to Merrick. Merrick scrambles forward for a gain of about
maybe a yard or two.
Yeah.
York's had some nice push on that D line getting in the backfield. There's not been a lot of space back there. So that'd be one thing I would want to see yet is our O-line, which we do have some size this year compared to maybe the last year or two. Would like to see them kind of bow up and not let so many white shirts in the backfield as easy.
They are very young. Guards are Rylan Gill, Grayson Klein. The tackles, Ian Losman and Nolan Carroll. Kate Kindermeyer in there as well. Handoff up the middle. I think that is Cale Cook. And he lost the yardage there.
Yeah, same thing. Just right through like a hole in a Swiss cheese, I hate to say, but
Connor Hayden on the carry. So loss of a couple yards there brings up 3rd down and 11.
Brian, what were you doing last night?
I was PA in volleyball.
What a game, huh?
Yeah, a 3-set sweep of Malcolm. I think Malcolm was ranked in the state.
Malcolm's always got a tough team. That was great to see for the girls. Saw as many of them as I could today and said, hey, what a game that was to watch. It was a lot of fun. Pass was tipped there as he tried to throw it across to the wideout on the backside away from the play. But, proud of those girls.
Yeah.
They were down 7 in that second set, I think it was, and fought back to win that thing.
Brooke Schaefer went on a big run from service. Brooklyn Schaefer, and then London Mines was just incredible from the right side. Wow. It was power display between Brooklyn Schaefer and London
Brooklyn
Mines.
had a heck of a game last night. It was great to see. But just the fight for those girls. They came back in the second set and in the third set, we should point out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it was 7 in the second set they were down. Malcolm had 23-18, I think it was at one point. Beatrice comes back and wins that 25-23. And then that third set we were down again. Come back, fought to 24 all, and then won at 26-24. So it was just great to see for those girls. They've played some really tough teams already this year. So just really nice to see the fight out of them and not give up on that and just come back and take care of it in 3.
Yeah, Brooklyn and London, I mentioned, it was a total team effort. That defense was outstanding. Get some of the ball off the floor. Incredible.
We didn't have you calling the game for us. I don't know how many blocks they had, but it sure seemed like quite a few, comparatively speaking. Nice penetration in the backfield. 33 and 55 there in on the tackle for the Orangemen.
Cole Iron on the carry for York.
Lose a couple of yards.
That's good penetration by the Orangemen defense.
Yeah, a little payback from what York's been doing to us. So hopefully we can keep that up and back them up a little further and get the ball back.
Softball team won last night at Freeman. They continue to roll 9-0. Wow.
Second win of the week.
The quarterback keeper and on down to the 40-yard line.
Nice run. Looks like they're going to give him the first down on that one.
So a pickup of about 11 on the carry by the Troy Schmidt, the quarterback. He's got 3 carries now for 24 yards. So first down and 10, Dukes at the 41-yard line. We talk about that line of Beatrice. They play both ways, a lot of them do.
Yeah, that's one thing about Beatrice compared to some of the schools we see on our schedule. Maybe not York, but some of those we just don't maybe have as many bodies as some of those. Especially I remember, those years we were playing Elkhorn and Gretna East, some of those maybe that they, complete 2 different sets of 11 on offense and defense. And that makes a difference, especially on these warm, humid nights like this.
Yeah. You could get exhausted. Loss of a yard on a play, the handoff to Leighton Snodgrass on the sweep play. Second down and 11, Dukes at the Orangemen's 47 yard line here.
42.
Or 42 yard line, sorry.
Whatever you want to call that. right in between.
Shotgun formation here for Schmidt. Handoff goes up the middle. And on the carry there was Thomas Bondi. No gain on the play.
Good wrap up tackle again by the Orangemen. A little penetration again, slowing them down. Get your buddies in there and help you bring them down. See that a lot. You don't have to make the play. You just got to slow them down, give your teammates time to get there and help you out.
Yes, it's a team effort. Ryland Gill, one of those players on that penetration for the Orangemen. So it brings up a 3rd and 11 for the Dukes. Shotgun formation here for Troy Schmidt. Takes a snap, rolls out the pass. Heavy rush by the Orangemen. Schmidt takes off, and it's hammered at the 35-yard line. John Reason comes up, and wow, echoes that hit.
Boy, he's slippery, though.
Yeah.
Just a little slide out, step out to the side. Bring him down there right there on the 35, 36. 4th and 3. Decision time here for the Dukes.
Yep.
Looks like they're
in the first quarter.
Quick first quarter.
Yeah, that went fast. 14-0 Dukes. They'll face a 4th and 3 as they begin the second quarter of play, and they move the ball to the other side of the field.
Beatrice High and Beam Broadcasting would like to thank our sponsors: Beatrice Community Hospital, Building Tech, FNBO, First State Bank Nebraska, Garnett Investment Strategies, the Jones Insurance and Financial Services Group, Security First Bank, Southwick Chiropractic and Wellness, Sunrise Bakery, Beatrice Mary Family YMCA, and Claybaugh Pharmacy. Thank you for your support. If you would like to become a sponsor of Beatrice High activities or Beam Broadcasting, let us know here at the high school. We can set you up either at the $1,000 or $3,000 level and talk to you about the benefits you get of being a sponsor. Just your logo on the video board here on the stream, and that's just the start of it. Some activity passes, some other things as well. So contact the high school. We'll get you taken care of.
Schmidt runs his ball down about the 33-yard line. That's first down. So on a 4th and 3, they convert, pick up about 4 there for Troy Schmidt. He's now got 5 carries for 35 yards. Quarterback from York. 14-0 our score. Dukes over the Orangemen here. We get the second quarter of action. Nebraska trailing 7-0 to Illinois early.
Oh, but they're moving the ball now. They got the ball at the 20-yard line. Handoff. Got stuffed.
Bond running down the field. It's down to about the 25-yard line. 20-yard line, so pick up about 8 on the play for Thomas Bondi.
How many passes has York thrown, Brian? You got that over there?
The touchdown throw?
Just the one.
Just the one, and that was come on a sneak play.
Yep. Say that first quarter went really quick.
Yes.
Up the road to the school that shall not be named, but they lead Blair 14-6 there at halftime. I say that. I'll admit it. I'm a graduate from there, but like the kids give me a hard time sometimes. Oh, you went to Norris. I'm like, well, you know what? That's where my parents lived.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice. Been at Beatrice 12 years now, and I have had a choice on every single one of those. So love it down here. Love the community. The staff and the students I get to work with day in and day out. It's a great community. It really is. And in the 12 years almost that I've been here now, love the improvements we've seen to the community too. Things for people of all ages, resurgence of downtown, all of those sort of things. So truly do enjoy living here. It's a great place.
Schmidt passes the ball. Oh, wow.
Wowzer.
Is that turned over? Was that an interception? Off the
Either way, that was a heck of a hit.
Leighton Snodgrass took a pounding there. Apparently it was not intercepted. It looked very close to being intercepted there on the deflection. I think maybe John Reason in on that as well. John, not the biggest guy in the world. He's not Cam Jurgens size, but man.
No, but when he play like that, you can see it coming, and he laid the wood on that one.
Yeah, that's the second time.
Got the replay on that one. Let's see what's going on here. We can bring you that one if we got time. Looks like we do. Here we go.
Yeah, they're talking whether that was an interception or not.
Let's see what we can see here. Here comes
wow.
Pop. I think that's a pick. Not sure. Missing a little bit on the back end of that one maybe, but.
The Orangemen thought they had the ball off the deflection there, off the hit. So the referee's discussing that.
Long discussion on that one.
It's either going to be 3rd down or 2 York from the 20-yard line, or 1st and 10 Orangemen on the interception.
That's an interception, easy.
And who was responsible for the hit?
We'll let them make our call. They're saying no pick.
Wait a minute. Lining it up at the 16-yard line. If that's the case,
it should. I'm telling you, it should be Orangeman ball.
Coach is there talking with the.
There it is. First down,
and 10.
Orangemen. Here's that replay again. We added that time on the back end. Let's bring that to you here. Here we go. Watch the back end of this play. John comes in, pops him. Caught by the guy behind him.
Wow.
There's the hit. Pops up right from the side. He's got it bobbling. The official's waving his arms, no catch, but then he runs out of bounds with the ball.
Yeah.
How do you not see that? It never hit the turf.
All right, Jeff Junker.
That was
referees are human too.
Is he reffing tonight? You said he was at a wedding, but that could have been him as the side judge there.
Him or Alan Fetty or Dick
man.
Stewart, Kevin Marr.
We're kidding. We
Yes,
love them all.
We do. They're
we
great.
know how hard that job is. We get it. But
it's tough. I've refereed football for 10 years before I moved up here. It's not an easy job. 1st and 10 Orangemen. Boston Crawford under center. Hands off to John Reason on the sweep. Cuts it back inside across the 20. Down about the 22-yard line. I believe that was John. Yep. John Reason on the carry there.
Nice run. Puts the foot in the ground, cuts back up. Gets some more yards. Gain of about 6, it looks like.
This is John Reason's game. He has played great defense, offense right there. 2nd down and about 4 yards here for the Orangemen. The ball about the 22-yard line. Crawford under center. Boston will hand it off. Merrick Johnson up the middle. And he is stacked by a host of white jerseys there. Pick up of maybe a couple on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 for the Orangemen. Just like to see us pick up a couple of first downs here. Get a little something going.
3rd and 2 for the Orangemen at the 24-yard line. Offset I formation here for Boston Crawford. John Reason in motion. Pitch back goes to John. Reason up the middle, and he got enough for a 1st down.
There we go.
John Reason picks up about 4 on the play. So it brings up a 1st and 10 Orangemen. Ball resting at the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. In I formation here for the Orangemen.
That's another thing we didn't see a whole lot that first game of the year.
And
sweep.
Here to the near side. That is Bo Spelker on the carry. Pickup of about 3 on the play for Bo.
Thought that's who it was. Bad color guy over here with no roster.
I gave you a roster.
Flying by the seat of my pants. So, oh, here we go. But you assume now I know how to read.
Yeah. 2nd down and 7, Orangemen. Ball at the 31-yard line.
How many things do you want me to do at once here, Brian?
Crawford pitch back to Bo. Spilker tries the right side, cuts it back in, and down about the 39-yard line. Good pickup of 8 yards for Bo Spilker.
Nice run here. It took us a little bit, but we're seeing a few, stronger carries. Getting that line out to the side. I think that's where we're having a little more success moving the ball, get it a little wide. It's been tough sledding up the middle. We talked about it with the line earlier when they're just getting through and pressuring and getting some tackles for loss. Had a little more luck out to the sides. So I'd say look to keep that going and see what happens there.
1st and 10, Orangemen at the 39-yard line. They trail by 2 touchdowns here. 7:15 to go in the first half. I formation and ball broken up, and Boston Crawford recovers it. There was a defender that got in really fast there for the Dukes. That was number 78, Keegan Linden, and broke that play up as a sweep play, loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, nice play by him, but
it's going to be 2nd down and 13 here, 2nd down and 12 for the Orangemen. I formation. Connor Hayden is the fullback in front of Merrick Johnson. Boston drops back to pass. Flare right up the middle. Caught. And gain of maybe 2 on the play. Just a short gain.
That was just blown up from the get-go. There wasn't not the bubble you need in your little bubble screen there. Like the idea of it. Let them come and then just toss it right over their head, but the linebackers were still there home, ready to wrap up on the back end.
So 3rd down and 16, not a gain of 2, but a loss of 2 on the play.
Now they changed it to 3rd and 14, Brian.
Okay. Adjust my stats.
Either way, 3rd and long. 3rd and long here.
Easy way to say that. From the 35-yard line, 3rd and long, I formation. Bo Spilker in motion. Boston Crawford takes a snap, looks downfield, airs it out, and it is
picked off.
Intercepted. York's defensive back, number 35, on the interception return for a touchdown. That is Kane Combs. So York scores on the defensive end. Or, wait a minute. We might have a flag on the play.
There is a flag down there. It looks
holding,
like on the 46-yard line.
Yeah. Pass interference, defense. So negate the interception there. And that benefits Beatrice. So instead of a 21-0 deficit, Beatrice still has the football, can cut into that lead.
Get a freebie 1st down on that one and move up a little bit even.
So 1st and 10, Beatrice, automatic 1st down.
Oh my, where are they going?
Down to the York.
Down to the
44-yard line.
Not quite sure how that one worked out.
Well, maybe it was a spot foul. May have been where the penalty.
No, they're going to give York the ball, interception,
okay. Was
and then a block in the back probably is or a blind side, something like that. I wondered where that 1st down marker was going. It was more than 15 yards. I'm going, there's no way.
York back with the football. Sorry about the confusion there, folks. But the Dukes did get the interception and have the ball back here. Schmidt wrapped up and then breaks the tackle. Splits out to the left side and finally driven out of bounds that time.
Connor Hayden there in the backfield to start with, but just couldn't quite hold on.
On the tackle, that was Wyatt Heppel. But a good gain there on the play. Took longer than his, only gain a yard.
Gain of a yard. He was back so far, it looked like it was a good gain.
Yeah. I mean, he ran
It's one of
10, 11
those, if we were
yards.
ESPN, we'd put the tracker on him, and you'd see the squiggly line going all over the place. He ran 47 yards and only got one.
Second down and 9, Dukes, near the 44-yard line. Schmidt hands off this time. Goes up the middle. Nice tackle there. Big time hit on the play.
Jay Jackson in on that one.
160-pound junior for Jay Jackson. But a good gain on the play. Makes it 3rd down and 2. York this time on into Beatrice territory. And there is what we call the tush push from Philadelphia. The quarterback just follows his offensive line, gets 1st down. Pick up a 3 on the play. So 1st and 10, Dukes at the Orangemen 44-yard line. 4.5 to go here in the first half of play. This game's gone by pretty quick here.
Don't jinx us, Brian. Don't jinx us.
Slow it down a little bit, guys.
No, come on now.
1st and 10, York at the Beatrice 44.
We could hit halftime before the other game ends the first quarter of some other game that nobody's watching.
Schmidt hands off. And
a couple of guys trying to get him in the backfield again and just can't quite wrap up.
Zach Alt on the carry. Gain of about 3.
Tackle in there by Merrick Johnson and a couple others, but
Merrick coming in for the linebacker position, middle linebacker. Flag on the play. I do see that. So we do have a penalty on the play. So this is personal foul on the defense. So that's not going to help things.
Not what you need.
No, it's a 15-yard penalty tacked on at the end of the run. So 1st and 10, York.
I don't know, bro.
Puts the ball, looks like, at the 30-yard line for the Dukes. Nope, even a little further.
Yep. Down to the 26-yard line.
27, maybe?
27. So 1st and 10, Dukes at the Beatrice 27-yard line. Shotgun formation here for Troy Schmidt. So to Glenn Snodgrass, the head coach, for instructions. Now takes the snap, drops back to pass. Airs it out into the end zone and caught for a touchdown. And that is Declan Peterson, his 2nd touchdown pass. That one going for 26.
And he was kind of right in the middle. All those guys deep for Beatrice there. Found a soft spot and hauled it in.
That one goes for 26 yards. His first pass touchdown was for 50 yards. Now I got to bring my calculator out.
26 and 50 makes 76, Brian.
113 yards passing now.
We're missing it. Like, I can do those two. Oh, man. You give Junker about not being able to do math, even though we taught math, and then you're sitting there getting the calculator.
I'm going to cheat on that. Declan Peterson, 2 catches for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to call you on that one. I bet it's Declan.
Declan, I think you're right.
Declan. I'm going to go Declan. I see a few names go through, the school and across the screen.
Well, Peterson has a 2nd touchdown pass, makes the score 21-0.
I missed something in the other game, Brian. The team in red kicked a field goal, and now they're at the 20-yard line again.
Well,
Not sure how that happened.
Well, they're showing a replay up there. Got the benefit of being here in Mission Control to watch both games.
And in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Which I was going to be either way. You're just happy to be in here.
I'm happy to be with you, Maestro.
It's a good night, Brian. What else do you want to do?
Exactly. And our tribute to our Lala girls out there in the heat. Layla and Lexi and Lizzie.
Lizzie. Or I call her Lizard.
Lizard. Kickoff recovered by Beatrice, but boy, that was scary.
Scary bounce there, but they got it. And a touchdown for the team in red. There we go.
Beatrice recovers the kickoff there.
Yeah, that took a. You wouldn't say a backward bounce like that on the kickoff as a York bounce, but that one definitely was. It got really scary because Beatrice had a bunch of guys right there. Luckily, we had somebody heads up and just went up, got that thing. It was almost like, in some ways, trying to get an onside kick.
First and 10 Orangemen at the 27, 28, or 23-yard line, sorry. I formation, Crawford pitches back, Merrick Johnson. Merrick met again at the line of scrimmage. Boy.
Again, tries to bounce that out, but the inside is just tough sledding. Like I was saying, I think we got to keep working the outside.
Well, Max Erickson on the tackle for the Dukes there, the defensive end. So second down and 11, loss of a yard.
Norris scored again. They're up 27-6 on a good Blair team. Blair's been putting up a lot of points this season, so for Norris to be holding them to 6 points.
Good defensive effort.
What are they, halfway through the third quarter now? That is a good defensive effort for sure.
John Reason on the carry that time. It looks like there'll be a loss of about 3 yards on the play for York's defense. That defensive line, linebackers filling the gaps. He's up a 3rd and 14 for Beatrice at their own 19-yard line.
York's going to take their first timeout.
Coach Keiser will come out and talk to his offense. Let's see what they can do here. Let's try to put together a good drive here before halftime.
Yeah, you'd like to see him somehow get this 3rd and 14 and then use that 2.5 minutes yet. Nothing else. Keep the ball. Don't let York score again.
Yeah.
That would be, that would be priority 1. 2 would be get greedy and try and get down the field and score. Get some points of some sort before half. But not letting York get the ball and get more points, I think at this point is the bigger priority. See if you can figure something out on offense. Like we said, those sides have been working pretty good. With John, I think especially out there on the outside a little bit. And Merrick's had tough sledding up the middle, so have to see what adjustments they can make at halftime to get him involved, because he's a guy that needs to have the ball and be involved.
Yes.
But, York's probably seen that too and said, okay, that's the guy we got to watch.
Yeah.
So
our main stats have been on the outside runs with John Reason and Bo Spilker. We've got to get Eric Johnson involved. 3rd and 14. Crawford under center. Boston fakes the handoff, looks downfield, airs it out, and it is just overthrown. The intended receiver, Bo Spilker, brings up a 4th down.
He might have been a step out of bounds if he would have caught that anyway, but that was good play call there. Just didn't quite get it. We've had a lot of things going on this week, Brian, with volleyball last night. We got volleyball again Monday night. Next week in Beatrice Public Schools is parent-teacher conferences. So if you got a student, it's your chance to come in, see their teachers, and talk about how your child is doing. Next week, though, here at the high school and in Beatrice is homecoming as well.
Yeah.
So all the festivities that go with that, on top of volleyball Monday, softball's home
on Thursday.
On Thursday next week.
If they host the Rams or Ralston High.
There we go. Football obviously is home next week against Hastings. And then next weekend, a week from tomorrow, the musical happens here at Beatrice High School. It's hard to believe that it's that time already, but the show this year is Once Upon a Mattress. I've seen bits and pieces so far. I can tell you the set and the costumes look amazing already, and I know they'll only get better as we get closer to the show. Heard nothing but good things about the orchestra and the singing. So that's always exciting. It's always fun to see those kids that you don't always see doing something like that up on the stage and putting on a show. So next weekend, that's be the 28th, 29th, and 30th. The 28th and 30th at 7 p.m. on Saturday and Monday. And Sunday, matinee show at 2 o'clock. And for those that don't know, that Once Upon a Mattress is the old Princess and the Pea story, kind of in musical comedy form. So
another hard hit there. That coming from Evan Roberts on the tackle.
Yeah, had to look at that one. Not a number we see out there or making plays, but that was a real nice tackle by Evan. Good to see that. Like we said, we were talking before, they got the ball. Keep them off the board here. Chalk that up as a little win. Yeah. 21 points is 3 touchdowns, but you know it's not insurmountable.
No.
You can do it. We got the athletes who can bust one.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10. Schmidt takes snap, runs up the middle, and he is just running up and down the field. That's going to be a 39-yard touchdown run by Troy Schmidt.
Just a nice hole up the left side of that line there. Real nice cut to the outside, makes Bo and somebody else miss there. I didn't catch the other number, but that's not on them. That's just a heck of a move by him to the outside. Just a real nice foot in the ground, jump out to the side. Not much you can do there.
No, he's been very electric. He's passed for over 100 yards. He's now rushed for about 75 yards, 78 yards. So Troy Schmidt, quarterback for York. Kick is up, and it's good. And Orangemen found themselves down 28-0. Nebraska now has taken a lead 10-7 over Illinois. You're not watching that.
Into the first quarter there. Brett Bielema, still strange to see him at Illinois.
Yeah, he was at Arkansas. He was at Wisconsin, wasn't he?
Yeah, Wisconsin. That's the one I remember from. And his Wisconsin teams, I hate to say it, of course, it was that, not a great era for Nebraska, but they just beat up on us. I think it was them in that Big Ten championship game where, who was that? Braylon Edwards or something went for 300 and whatever yards after I think we beat them in the regular season and felt pretty good about it, and then they just ran all over us in the championship game. And boy, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yes.
When you bleed red, and I don't care who you are, we've all, bummed up our knuckles. We all bleed red. So, that's a hard pill to swallow.
Not Choklahoma red either. That's scarlet anyway. Kickoff goes in the end zone. Touchback. Beatrice get it 1st and 10 for their own 20-yard line with 1:51 to go here in this first half of play. Again, great opportunities to see a lot of things going on at Beatrice. You mentioned it. The play coming up. You got to see that. My nephew's in that. And he is a homecoming finalist, one of the top 10 anyway. I'm not sure if they've whittled that down to 5 yet.
I think voting ended today, but they don't announce it till Wednesday, I believe. One of the traditions we've started here at Beatrice the last few years is the staff will get together on the weekend and record some fun little videos to announce who the top 5 are. And it's usually a play on their name of some sort or whatever, and they have a little fun with it. So
that's what it's all about, having fun.
That is what homecoming is, and it truly is. I know Monday dress up here at the high school is, I believe it's colors, just the orange and black. If I believe there's a neon in there somewhere. There's a rhyme with no reason. So like you could dress up as a beagle because they got short hair or no hair like you, and then I could be an eagle because I soar above you. So it's a beagle and an eagle, a rhyme with no reason kind of thing there. And boy, that was a stretch.
Oh, it's true. I have no hair. I'm not sure about you soaring above me, but 1:42 to go here in the first half. The Dukes up on top, 28-0. Been very impressed. Their quarterback, Troy Schmidt, 78 yards rushing, 129 yards passing, so almost 200 yards total offense by the quarterback from the Dukes. Beatrice facing a 2nd down and 8 here. 2-yard carry by Connor Hayden before that. Boston Crawford goes under center. Man in motion. Pitch off goes to Merrick Johnson to the outside across the 25. Gets down about the 28-yard line for Merrick Johnson.
Kind of a delayed toss there. He fakes it with a little pump right here and then decides to pitch it and almost behind him. Nice job by him to grab it. But nice pickup there on second down.
Yeah.
Again, kind of getting to the outside, and maybe just that little delay slows down their rush just enough to give you time to get out.
Their nose tackle has been good, too. Brody Maddox dictating that defensive line. Handoff goes up the middle, and just a yard gain there. I think that was Connor Hayden on the carry for Beatrice.
Yeah, gain of a yard. Looked like it wasn't going to be anything, and then he got a little move forward again, and that's going to be close. Boy, 45 seconds, 44 counting down here to go. Now the clock stops.
And
short by maybe
half a
16
yard?
inches, yeah.
16, you got that really 16 inches?
Well, I do some house remodeling and stuff, so I know what 16 inches looks like. Your stud space between there, yeah.
I was just gonna say half a yard.
I don't know. I'm guessing on the screen. You know, who knows? It could have been 5 feet.
Oh, if you're remodeling
we'll
home.
go with your half a yard. I like that, but you know.
Our big thanks to the Lala girls outside. Layla Boyko, Lexi Mustin, Lizzie Mimic outside in the heat at the House of Orange. Appreciate you guys. Do a great job of camera work. Shows the talents of our students here at Beatrice. They're the reason we do Beam Broadcasting, to highlight the activities, the athletics of Beatrice, and it takes people behind the scenes like the Lala girls to get things done.
It is, and they're great kids to work with. Last night we had Caden Zestera in here working too. Layla came in after a softball game a little bit. Lizzie played some volleyball. She was in here. Isaac Bruna, who's down there on the football field, he was in. Maddie Bunch, Grace Bigley, Mary Ellen Zapata, they're all in the band and the color guard, so it's a lot of kids, and they're in a lot of things. And
Mary Ellen is a homecoming queen.
She's in the top 10 as well. Love to see those kids doing their other activities, and that's when I was doing band, doing this, I love to see all the things that they do, and that's what I was saying earlier with the musical too. That's one of those things you don't always maybe think of some of those kids doing those things or whatever. Last year, one of the ones was Henning.
Trey Henning.
I couldn't think of his first
Trey
name.
Henning.
Trey Henning was, out on the field catching passes as a wideout. He was, kicking for us and whatever, and then he gets up on the stage and people went, "Oh my goodness, I had no idea." So that's one of the things that's really cool to see. I would argue the same thing with cheerleaders and the Black Diamond dancers and whatever. Like you know that they do these things, but you don't always get to see it. So when you have the opportunity to see them do those things.
And at halftime, you get the opportunity to see the mighty band from Beatrice Land here on Beam.
We got Beatrice Band Parents Night. I think they're doing that right away at halftime, and then they'll do their show, and on we go. I know there's a little kids cheer clinic tonight. They were down on the track here during the first half. Just all kinds of things.
Hand off, and that will run the clock out. Nice stop there by Beatrice's defense. And on the tackle there, I think that was, I assume that was Wyatt Happel again.
Boy, we called his name quite a bit in the first half, didn't we?
Yes, we have. So that will end the first half here, 28-0. Beatrice trails the York Dukes here at halftime. But York's, I tell you, their quarterback, Troy Schmidt, has thrown 2 touchdown passes. He has thrown 1 interception as well, but 4 of 5 passing, 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's rushed the ball 8 times for 78 yards and a touchdown. Troy Schmidt, obviously the Dukes quarterback's been very talented.
Yeah, they've kind of done what they wanted to so far. Well, like I said, 28 is not insurmountable. It has been a quick first half, that is for sure. But we kind of maybe thought that would be the case. Both teams wanting to run the ball. I believe York was saying they were on a backup quarterback. Beatrice, of course, changed from who they were to start the season as well. So kind of maybe not unexpected to see both teams running the ball a bunch and see that clock running. So we'll step aside, I think, and see what we have for halftime festivities here, and we'll be back with you after the band is done.
All right.
The halftime score, Beatrice 28, Beatrice 0. It's coming back. Troy Schmidt, sophomore quarterback for the Dukes. Schmidt has 80 yards on the ground and a rushing touchdown. He also has 135 yards in the net and 2 passing touchdowns. Both of them to Declan Peterson. Really a fantastic team. So all around, the Dukes offensively, defensively, they have just put we are going to take a break here and then be back with Stuart interview. I will take a look at the Husker score for listeners, and you can stay up to date on that as well. You're listening to Duke Football on Cool Radio.
All right, line up for the head count. Listeners, listen, we have a breakdown. Stop right there!
She has to leave.
What she said.
I was gonna say in front right now.
She was saying.
Texting back to the night.
Ellen and Marla said so afterwards. Or Lizzie said she was going to.
She texted me every time.
Simple one. Kickoffs and Casey Carrillo and Atlas Shirley. Soloists for Henry Trantham, Carter Elms, and Sean Carrera. Band parents would like you to be down on the track. Please come down to the track, band parents. It's senior night for the band. The 50-50 raffle has been drawn. Please look at your ticket. It is 0938, correction, 093788, 093788, CJ DeVore in the press box.
Do you want to go on that camera? So basically, when Beatrice has the ball, on that side, I'm going to say, I'm going to be like, Beatrice has the ball over here. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to have like a ball over this corner. It's going to snap back, right? And I kind of zoom out a little bit. So like, so this is Beatrice the ball. And then have it right here. And snap back and then follow. And
Welcome back to the House of Orange. Great job by the mighty band from Beatrice land, entertaining us here at halftime. I'm Brian Cook, along with the maestro, producing engineer, Andrew Johnson, and what we term the La La Girls. That's Lizzie Mimic, Layla Boyko, and Lexi Mustin running the cameras at the House of Orange. 28-0. Beatrice trails by 4 touchdowns, and the stats will tell you why. York's offense has been impressive, but their defense has been even more impressive. They've held Beatrice to 35 total yards in the first half while gaining 247 yards on offense. So the Dukes have shown ability. The defense has been really impressive.
Yeah. Anytime you can hold a team to that few of yards, it doesn't matter who you are. And what'd you say, a single first down? Two first downs. 2 first downs. That is, you're doing something right. You know, and hats off to them. I mean, that's just, what do you do?
And their quarterback, Troy Schmidt, I tell you what, he's just a sophomore this year, 140-pound sophomore, 129 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He also has rushed for 78 yards and a touchdown. He has almost close to 200 yards himself for the York offense. So Troy Schmidt's really been very impressive. On the other end, John Reason's really played a good game, defensively and offensively for the Orangemen.
Yeah, we've called him a number of times tonight. Him, Bo Spilker. We've said his name quite a few times. So, you know, there's guys out there having a good game. We just got to find a way to move the ball down the field and, you know, get some points. And that's going to start with a stop here. You got to come out. You got to get a stop.
Yes,
it's got to start there.
Beatrice kicking off to begin the second half of play here, as they took the first half kickoff, and York will get the football up 28-0 here to begin the third quarter play. Kickoff launch back to about the 5-yard line, taken by the Dukes, and running it back is Colt Ironman. And he's got blockers in front of him. He's across midfield, 40, down to about the Beatrice 38, 37-yard line.
There was a flag way back there, so this one is likely coming back, I believe. Back at the York 30 or somewhere in there.
Yeah, they're running back that way. So
saw it fly.
So
good sign when everybody is going the other direction.
Yes. So erase that fantastic kickoff by York. The penalty back at the 28-yard line. And that'll move it back inside the 15 to about the 13, 12-yard line. That's where York will start this drive here. 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. So the Dukes will have it, shotgun formation. Troy Schmidt, their sophomore quarterback, in shotgun formation. Long snap count, now hand it off up the middle. And now cutting back to the outside is, again, Colt Eimerman on the carry. It's up close to the 21-yard line, gain of 9. So bring up a second down and about 1. Or did he get it up for the first? He got it up for the first down, got it exactly 10 yards.
Right to it, yep. Should bring up, we saw the band at halftime there. Failed to mention earlier when we were talking about all the activities next week. On Wednesday of this coming week, they go to the Trailblazer Marching Band competition. I believe it is at Ashland this year. So wish the band good luck. They put in a lot of hours. They start first thing in the morning. I think pretty much anybody that comes into the building hears them every day when they walk into the building. And mornings
sound
like this, you know, it was nice and cool this morning. We're standing out welcoming the kids into school, and you hear that sound, and it feels like fall, sounds like fall. Trees are starting to turn, looks like fall. And I'll admit that is one of the things I miss about not doing band anymore is being out there in the morning, seeing the sun come up, and working with a lot of great kids. I mean, I still get to, but it's different, you know. But so wish them good luck as they go off to Trailblazer Marching Band on Wednesday.
I'd like to thank Noah Briley, my boss out at the country club, for allowing me to do these broadcasts and do things for the high school. And nice run up the middle by the York Dukes up to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play. That's Thomas Bendy. He's now got 6 carries for 36 yards. And a touchdown. So the York Dukes have it 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Game tied 10 apiece between Nebraska and Illinois. That's late in the second quarter. Trey Schmidt, shotgun formation again for the Dukes. Hands off to Eimerman again. He runs it up forward to about the 45, 46-yard line. So the Dukes now have it 2nd and 4 at their own 46-yard line, up 28-0. They scored twice on touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs in the first half.
And so far here, kind of more of what we saw. Just hand it off, get some yards, keep the sticks moving.
They throw it only when they need to. Schmidt again.
Boy, what a hole.
He gets all the way down to the 40-yard line of Beatrice.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore, right? But
yeah.
Boy, his vision seems to be pretty good, and he is shifty and slippery, and they got something to build off of there with him.
Yes, young quarterback, sophomore this year. I think he said they took over in the second game of the year. Like
yes, similar to us. I think they were saying it was second game, but was not the starter for the start of the season for sure. I don't know if it was in the second or third game, but looks like he's the head Duke of the, I don't know what you would call him. I was trying to make some medieval, Knights of the Round Table, something or other. I got nothing.
What is a Knight's Tale? York Dukes and Orangemen.
It's Friday at 8:22.
Yeah. End of the week.
Yep.
The softball team now 14-3 on the year. They beat Freeman on the road. They're back at home on Thursday. Go out and watch the Diamond Girls play. They'll host the Rams of Ralston High on Thursday at Hannibal Park. Takes the handoff. Schmidt dropping back to pass. Good awareness that tucks it, keeps the ball. Gain about 5 on the play for Troy Schmidt.
The schedule here says they're out in Hastings tomorrow. Softball is. Then they got Crete, and then they got the Trailblazer tournament. So looks like the tournament's over at Nebraska City this year. But you'd like to think we have a pretty good shot at that one.
Yeah. Layla Boyko has been she has just so much improved from even last year. She was good last year. She's great this year. And the team behind her really, really hitting the ball well, playing great defense, great team effort, great coaching staff under Gary Lytle.
A lot of for her is confidence. She always had the stuff.
Yeah.
But and you see that with major league pitchers. You see it with whatever. You see it with Oakland A's pitchers, and they get traded away to somebody else, and then they look like all-stars, No, they looked like all-stars when they were with the A's, and we just couldn't afford to keep them. Anyways. Sell the team, John Fisher. Sell the team. Sell the team. Anyways.
First and 10, dude.
So much of it is, whether you're hitting or pitching, is just confidence in your stuff and your ability to see the ball, hit the ball, put it where you want to. It's just, it's an art. It really is. So, and she's a great kid. Good to see her have success.
I'm so proud of Layla. Just, again, making big strides ahead. Really great softball player.
This year, too, with pitching, it's not just her. They've got 3 of them this year.
Yeah.
that have been pitching pretty much lights out, so that's good to see. Let's see, the other two, Jada Berkey
and
the transfer from
Wymore Southern.
Yeah, I can't think of her name right now. But you think a guy that PAs those games would know that name? So.
Well, I say it over and over again, but my mind is just blank. I don't know why.
Well, it's Friday at 8:25.
Hand off up the middle, and that will go to Zach Oltz.
But, yeah, and then like you said, they've been hitting the cover off the ball, too. I know Sadie Harris, has had a heck of a week the last week. There was a game
two home runs in a game.
There was Brooke Gleason, I forget the other one, but they went back-to-back one inning, and then the next time they came up to bat, they did it again.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible to see back-to-back, but when they go back-to-back,
yeah,
that's even,
they're a very well-rounded
cool.
team.
Yeah.
And you don't know who's going to be the star. Just one game after another, there's another person that steps up.
Flag's going to stop that play.
Legal procedure on the offense.
Yep. Back them up, make it 3rd and 11, I believe. Take that.
In the volleyball team, we mentioned Lennon Mines and Brooklyn Schaefer. How about the Gleason girls, Sophie and Allie, really doing a job the middle block position.
It really was. And the other one that was really nice to see last night, her first game back on the season, was Hannah Ray.
Hannah Ray.
At the libero position, she played a heck of a game. There was a lot of balls that, boy, they looked like they were going to get down, and then all of a sudden there she was.
Hannah, she had a great day for the service line, too.
Yep.
Her and Brooklyn Schaefer.
Yeah, there was a couple of stretches there. Went on some really nice serving runs. Now York's got to burn a timeout. That play clock was down to about 3 seconds. So York's got to burn their first timeout here fairly early in the 3rd quarter. Probably not what they wanted to do, but, with score being like it is, I'm sure it's not. Yeah. They're not going to lose sleep over that.
Well, the great thing about the Orangemen is, they got pretty much hammered by McCook in their opening game. They rebounded. They got knocked down in the dirt. They picked themselves up, won on the road at Crete in double overtime. And then to York, they're losing to York 28-0 here. Things could change. A whole quarter left. But if, learn from your mistakes. Learn to pick yourself back up after being knocked down.
Yep.
And look forward to the next game. And that's why, Coach Keisher is such a great motivator and great inspiration for this team.
Yeah, and you go out and you want to win every game, but homecoming next week, there's always something about winning homecoming.
Yes.
We'll see what happens the rest of this one, but winning homecoming, no matter what level it is always one of those things that you're hoping for.
Yeah.
Makes the shindig afterwards a lot more fun. I know that.
Schmidt rolling out.
Throws that one away. Intended receiver was Jackson Hollick, it looks like, there on the sideline.
That was, by the way, his first incomplete pass. He threw an interception. The ball was deflected.
That still counts as incomplete, an interception. You know that, right? It was an NFL game or whatever it was last weekend, right? The guy had 3 incomplete passes, and they were all interceptions. Yep. That counts as incomplete. So that's his second.
This is first pure incomplete pass.
It's the first one to hit the ground.
Yeah. 4th down and 11. York will go for it here. Being deep in Beatrice territory.
No man's land. Good job by Beatrice. Hold them to a couple yards. Beatrice take over on downs here at the 28, it looks like. So nice little stop there here early in the second half.
Beatrice have it 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Of course, we say earlier in the first half they did burn, 7 minutes off the clock, but
yeah.
I think, at this point still it's, okay, let's get something going. Let's figure a few things out. And, you don't want to say move on to next week, but let's
get some momentum going.
Get the ship going the right way.
Boston Crawford will go under center. Pitch back goes to Merrick Johnson. Johnson cuts that out to the right side. Flag on the play, so he just knocked out of bounds. Shy of the 35.
Have to guess there's probably a hold out there, maybe. Yep, right there. Connor Hayden's going to be the guilty party on that one. Turned his guy. And I guess it's high school. We don't have to say the number and name, do we? My apologies, Connor.
No.
It was somebody in gray.
Somebody in gray. And the flag came from the York sideline. Being a side judge of referee for 10 years, yeah, the coach is going to be barking, making sure you're on top of plays. And I'm sure Glenn Snodcraft is over there. That's a hold.
Yep.
So you don't miss it.
Norris defeats Blair 41-14 in their game up there.
Handoff, loss of a yard on the play there. Well, York's defensive line been very impressive. Brings up second down and 11.
19, buddy.
19, I'm sorry. Let me look down here where I'm supposed to. I'm looking at the field.
Trying to do the math with the sticks again.
Exactly.
Get your calculator out. See if Beatrice can get some yardage back here and make third down look. There we go. That's going to help. A little offsides, I believe. Defensive player jumping into the neutral zone there on the right side of the offensive line. Free 5 yards, 2nd and 14. Like we were saying, get 7 or 8 of this, get half of it.
Yep. You got to win the battles before you win the war.
That's very true. That might be the smartest thing you said all night.
Thank you, Jeff Chucker. Pass near side of Merrick Johnson to the 30.
Going to get a few there. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 9 now. 4 yards on that. York was right there to smother that as soon as he caught it.
Yeah. They're so quick on the outside in their defense, big in the inside interior line. York Dukes. So 3rd down and about 9 to go here for Beatrice at the 29-yard line. 2 wide receivers are split to the right side. I formation. Boston Crawford will go under center. And we got movement on. I'm not sure if the offense that time or defensive line. Somebody jumped.
Throw a flag?
I didn't see him throw a flag, maybe.
They threw a flag. I'm not sure why that play took so long to get stopped. But they're conversing as if, now
the flag comes out.
Boy. Yep, there it is.
Going to go against the offense. Legal procedure.
So you get a few yards back on that 2nd down with the help of a penalty before that, and then you just give it right back.
Yeah. So 4th down and 14 for the Orangemen now. Ball's at the 24-yard line. 3rd and 14, not 4th. Boston Crawford will go under center. I formation behind him. Connor Hayden the fullback. Merrick Johnson the tailback. Handoff. Nope. Boston fakes.
Oh, man.
He is drugged
Nowhere
down.
to go. Thankfully, there's going to be a face mask on that one.
Yep, personal foul. Face mask. So that's an automatic 1st down for
Forget
Beatrice.
everything that just happened. We're just going to get a fresh set of downs and try again. Actually, it's probably going to be about the spot that would have been 1st down to start, I'm guessing. 3rd and 14 on the 24.
And mark it all the way up to the 39-yard line.
39. Well, that is a good 1st down there.
So 1st and 10 Orangemen now at the 39-yard line. Use that to your benefit. Keep the ball rolling. Get some momentum on offense because York's been very stifling on defense. I formation. Crawford, man in motion. Pitch back goes to John Reason. Reason stiff-armed, and
Not a whole lot of space on the
No.
short side there.
no, it was Merrick Johnson on the carry.
Yeah, he came in from the slot.
Oh.
And we went the triple I there.
Yeah.
Quarterback, fullback, running back, slot slid back.
So second down and 12 now from the 37-yard line. Homecoming again next Friday night here on Beam Broadcasting. Hope you can join us. If you cannot make the homecoming festivities, we'd like to see you out here. If you can't, watch Beam Broadcasting. We'll have all the events for you.
Yeah, weather looks a lot cooler next week. It's gonna, as we were talking earlier, gonna feel like fall.
Flag on the play, incomplete pass.
Looks like maybe another hold, I
Holding.
hate to say. Although
Well.
the Orangemen are clapping, so maybe not.
Interesting to see
Hands
this.
to the face or something. I'm not sure on that one.
Flag spotted at the 32-yard line.
Definitely in the backfield. Wait and see what we get here.
I think Nebraska just scored. That
It's another one right on the sideline that they're
yeah. Gotta
taking
review
another
it.
look at. Nope, they're going to let him kick. Nice. Go up a touchdown into halftime. 16 seconds left in that half. Let's see. Must be, what, no flag on the play then? Still second and 12.
Second down and 12 for the Orangemen at the 37-yard line.
Guess we got distracted and missed the
Yeah.
ball.
This is offsetting, but I also saw one flag there. Boston Crawford goes under center. Pitch back. Merrick Johnson up to about the 41-yard line. Good gain there by Merrick. Gain of about 4 on the play. So third down and 8 now for the Orangemen
That
at
was
the 41-yard line.
John Reason on that last carry.
John Reason, okay, sorry.
Went back to the replay and checked the number there. That was
Thank you.
Going away. It's hard to see 2 and an 8. I get it. We got eyes in the sky here.
These numbers are hard to read on these great jerseys.
They get harder as the game goes, I think.
Crawford passes it complete, 45, 50-yard line. First 10 Beatrice. Connor Hayden on the catch there.
Nice little rollout catch.
That's enough for first down.
They missed the PAT we did. Oh, boy. Well, we'll go for 2 next time. Oh, they haven't kicked it yet. Never mind.
That's right.
Must have been the video review is extending it.
First and 10 Beatrice at the midfield marker. Be nice to see him go down and score here. Crawford takes the snap, pitch back. And the ball fumbled out, and we were recovered by York near the 49-yard line.
Afraid to say, I believe that is definitely the case. Yep. So you can see right there, he's down. It's out before he's down.
So Merrick fumbles on the play. So first and 10 at York Dukes at the 49-yard line. A minute 14 to go in the third quarter.
It'll be weird, Brian, tomorrow not having a Nebraska game to watch.
Yeah, well, what are you going to watch?
I don't like these Big Ten things. There is a kind of a big game tomorrow night. A few of them that'll be fun to watch as the day goes on. Let's see, USC comes to Michigan. I think that's tomorrow night.
Pass incomplete.
That probably should have been picked off if he would turn his head. Underthrown ball there. You'd like your guys to get their head around and see that one coming.
Second down and 10, York. The second incomplete pass, third incomplete pass if you count the interception.
Thank you.
Schmidt is 4 of 7 passing for 126 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception.
He's had an effective night.
Yeah.
We talked about his running, but the passing too has been effective. And then you get a run like that by Luke Holthe there for the Dukes, and just plows ahead. I think he gained about 12, 13 on that one, maybe.
That's Thomas Bondi.
Sorry, my
Right, no,
apologies,
that's fine.
Mr. Bondi.
Yeah.
Thomas Bondi. Bondi.
So it brings the 1st and 10 for the Dukes at the Beatrice 38-yard line. Nebraska goes into halftime up by 7.
We'll take it.
Hand off.
Lots of space on the outside. Slips a tackle. Stays on his feet. Man,
wow.
what a run. What a run there.
Well, Ironman.
There we go. He's out. Slips the tackle here. I'm not quite sure how he did that one. That was pretty impressive. Takes about 3 more guys to get him down out of bounds there. Nice run.
Yes.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat, you know.
Yep. And York's been doing the job, both on the offensive and defensive ends. Schmidt out the middle.
Keep it. He got popped there.
Yeah. Pickup of about 9 on the play. He's over 100 yards rushing now.
Looks like that was maybe Isaac DeBoer on the hit there. It's going to end the 3rd quarter. York's going to go into the 4th with a 28-0 lead.
The good news is Beatrice has not allowed York to score there in the 3rd quarter.
No score, and really not a ton of yards either.
No.
75-80 because the first drive they went maybe 50, and then this last one they got the ball at midfield and they're down to the I guess the 8 now, so another 40 yards there. So, but still, you know, that is a marked improvement from the first half.
Yes.
For sure. The thing you don't like is how much time York has had the ball.
Yeah.
You know, they went 7.5 on that first possession. We go almost the rest of that 3rd quarter, turn it over, and York burns the last couple of minutes of that. So they had that ball almost I would guess 10 of the 12 minutes in that quarter.
Yeah. That's a thing that's overlooked a lot. Time of possession. Time of possession and turnovers are 2 big keys if I'm a coach and I'm watching.
For sure. You see him talk about it in the college game.
Yep.
Like I think like a lot of you probably watching the Nebraska game a little bit at the same time here. We're going to go watch it later. And time of possession is one of those, a week ago, Nebraska playing Northern Iowa. Time of possession was way lopsided, but that's different styles of offensive play as well. Northern Iowa was very similar to what we're seeing tonight with York. A lot of ground and pound, effective passes when they needed to. They're going to control the ball.
Tom
I think they
Osborne
had last week they had a 10-minute plus drive.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you were saying, that was one thing Nebraska did back in the day was control the clock, just not give other people chances. What a nice catch at the back of the end zone there.
Wow, I thought that was out of bounds, but
pretty sure he got 2 feet in. Even Brian, here it is on the replay. Nice job by the L's on the camera work right there. Ooh, yeah, that is close.
That's very close.
I don't know if that right foot was on the back line there.
They're going to give him the touchdown, though.
No instant replay in the high school game like college.
Yeah.
I'd venture to guess at some point that becomes something, at least in the postseason. Probably see it start there and then trickle down like a lot of other things do. It wasn't that long ago that we didn't have a shot clock in basketball, and then all of a sudden Class A had it, and then B's got it, and now everybody's got it this coming basketball season. So just one of those things. You learn to adapt. And I think there was a lot of people thought that shot clock was going to change high school basketball a lot more than it did.
Yeah.
The fear was people are just going to be throwing things up because that clock's running down. And truly, and you see it with Nebraska basketball too, men's and women's, and a lot of the good teams, that No, you control the ball and you move it around, and when you get the good open shot, then you take it. You know, if it's 7 seconds gone on the clock or it's 30 seconds gone on the clock, it doesn't matter. When it's a good shot, it's a good shot. So, you know, I didn't really notice a change a whole lot in high school ball. The spot I think maybe I saw a more noticeable difference was when they're bringing the ball up to you know, from you know, it's a true 10-second clock now to get it across the half-court line.
Yeah.
As opposed to an official counting. You know, it's right there in front of you. There's the clock doesn't lie. So I think we saw maybe a few more of those 10-second violations than we had in years past. But I think there was only a handful of shot clock violations this last year in the games we did.
I think the perception was there'd be a lot more scoring, but there wasn't. I think scoring was down a little bit, even with a shot clock, because of Russian shots. And
well, there is that pressure at the end you got to get something up, you know. But I definitely don't think it deteriorated the game at all.
No.
You know, Beatrice has been always been one that is going to control the ball and not score a ton of points. You know, defense is the one that, you know, Beatrice has always relied on to help them out. You know, when they won that title a few years back, that was on defense and heart. I mean, more than anything. And that's what defense is, too, in a lot of ways. It's heart. How hard are you willing to play?
Yes. That's where Jim Weeks became a master. He emphasized defense. You control the pace of the game. You also control the intensity of how well you play on both ends of the floor. It all begins on defense.
Right, and there's a lot of teams not willing to put that effort in on times on defense. And you know, some people love the NBA. That's one of the reasons I don't care to watch the NBA. There's not much defense, you know. But I mean, scoring's fun too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of fun.
I will not watch the NBA because they outlaw defense in that.
You know, and then it's funny. We had the Olympics this year, right? And it's the same guys go play in the Olympics. Guess what they did in the Olympics? They played defense. They played lockdown defense.
Yes.
You know, and it's just so it's funny. The length of the season is different. You know, high school, Olympics, NBA. I totally get that, but it is a part of the game. But we both like baseball and low scoring, so you know.
Yeah. I would rather see a pitching duel than a slugfest any day of the week. I know scoring is, you know, the natural instinct of the public out there, but for me, I like the low scoring defense and pitching in baseball. First and 10 for Beatrice now. Boston Crawford will roll out to the right side. He's going to take off, slide down. Pickup of about 4 or 5 yards for Boston. $10:45 to go in the fourth quarter here. York up by a score of 34-0. Boston Crawford going under center, I formation behind him. York defense, again, been very stifling all game long. Pitch back goes tailback, cut back inside. Is that Merrick?
I believe that is Merrick on that one. Yes. Nice cut back there by Merrick. Pick up the first down, move the sticks.
Second down and 5. Ball at the 32-yard line.
Oh, not quite the first down, I guess.
No. Got 5 yards. Got half of it.
Looking where the sticks are on the far side, it should only be a yard or two. I think the clock is wrong there.
I think you're right there.
Looks like they're a little yard or two short.
High formation.
Not sure what's going on there.
Handoff goes to Connor Hayden up the middle.
Can't even say they got distracted by the Husker game because it's halftime.
Yeah.
Now we got the first
Now we got
down.
the first down.
3rd and 0. We'll take that. Move it 3rd and 0. Make it 1st and 10. You know, it is kind of strange, Brian. It's the 4th game of the season now, and we've only been home once.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a interesting schedule in some ways for the Orangemen.
They have back-to-back home games now.
Yeah. It seemed like we never left, and then it seems like we've never been here. But that's just kind of the way it goes, I guess. Scheduling is quirky sometimes.
Good, powerful run that time by Merrick Johnson, all the way up to the 49-yard line of York.
Looks like York might have some of their backups in there. Looking at some of the numbers and seeing some names that I haven't seen a whole lot yet. But you know what? If you're Beatrice, you still take whatever you can get.
Yeah.
You know, go down, move the ball.
Momentum. Pass near side. Nice diving catch there.
He's caught there.
And that on the catch,
Thought that was number 6.
that's what it looked like.
That is a number 6. Not sure who that is. I don't see it on our roster.
It's not on our roster, no.
Nice job, Mr. 6.
Yes. To get a new updated roster to move somebody up from junior varsity, it looks like. Boston Crawford under center. Handoff near side. Merrick Johnson down inside the 40-yard line.
Picks up 4, maybe. Close to that first down.
Merrick's got 15 carries now for 43 yards.
Well, they're giving him the first down. Nice. Just want to say thanks for joining us wherever you are. I'm sure there's some of you watching from Memorial Stadium up in Lincoln. Whether you're in York, Beatrice, or Lincoln, or somewhere else around, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Once again, if you want to help out with Beam Broadcasting and athletics activities at Beatrice High School, get a hold of the high school. We got the $1,000 and the $3,000 package, but if that's something that doesn't work for you, I'm sure we could find something to work for you. I'll sell you a sponsorship spot right here on Beam and get your logo, your name up, and we'll cut you a deal just for the streaming stuff and get you on here so everybody can see us.
Your money stays here. Your sponsorship stays here in Beatrice, stays at the high school. And what we do is educate our students here.
Talked to the mom of one of the kids today, and she said that her son's just loving it, learning things, creating things, you know, doing things that, you know, he never thought he'd be doing. So that's pretty cool, and we enjoy that. I do know there's some equipment I got my eye on that we'd like to do that would allow us to do a few more things here in the studio with some graphic overlays and some of those things. So that's on my wish list. And some of our equipment now, we're, I think, in our 4th year doing Beam, 5th year doing Beam, actually. So some of the stuff's been used a few times. And you know what? It wears out over time, so we got to be ready to replace a few things here before too long and keep us on the cutting edge of technology.
Again, it helps with the students here at the high school. You get your advertisements for your business or personnel. If you donate here to us and sponsorships, it all stays here at the high school to help educate our young adults. Like Layla Boyko and Lexi Mustin and Lizzie Mimic out there running cameras right now. The Lala girls out at House of Orange. Boston Crawford will air it out here and just out of the reach.
Had him. He had him. Thanks to Claybaugh Pharmacy, the Jones Group, Beatrice Community Hospital, Building Tech, Security First Bank, Southwick Chiropractic Wellness, Sunrise Bakery. I might have to go there tomorrow morning. FNBO, First State Bank Nebraska, Garnett Investment Strategies, and the Beatrice Mary Family YMCA. Of course, if I go have my donuts, I might need to go to the Y too.
Yeah, yes. And then go to Southwick and
get adjusted, cash my check at the bank.
Thanks. Yeah.
Get those guys to come build me something.
Good segues. There's Boston Crawford, airs it out, and
caught that
diving
time.
catch. Wow. That is Bo Spilker on the reception.
Over there on the far side, little dive catch before 85 for York can get to him. Move the sticks again.
1st and 10, Beatrice inside the York 15-yard line to the 13-yard line. So a good drive here by the Orangemen. Tennessee and Oklahoma will be a good game tomorrow.
Yeah, there's some good ones tomorrow. Tennessee, Oklahoma. What was that? Oklahoma State, and I missed maybe Arkansas. Is that who they're playing? Maybe. And then, of course, USC, Ohio State.
Pitch back goes up the middle, down to about the 10-yard line. Pick up a 3 on the play. Get the number there. That is Connor Hayden. He now has 5 carries.
Nice to see success on this drive here. Just keep moving the ball, move ahead, find that pay dirt.
2nd down and 7 at the York 10-yard line. I formation, Boston Crawford will go into the center. Crawford pitch back. They're trying the outside. Again, it seems to be working for the Orangemen throughout this game. And looks like an injury here.
It's going to be Bo Spilker on the carry, and I believe he's the one down. Looks like a cramp.
Oh, we got a flag on the play, though. Spotted back near the 11-yard line.
It is warm and humid out there tonight. Unfortunately, that cold front didn't make it to us. Early in the week, we were a little worried about having some rain potentially the second half of this game, you know, but
Push
of
back
course, like it has the last 2 months around here, that just gets pushed away. Ain't no rain for us.
Holding the call against the Orangemen. Officials timeout. 4.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. Beatrice trying to get on the scoreboard. Yeah, it seems like every time we get a chance for the rain, we got a dome over us. It goes south of us. It goes west, east, north of us.
I think I blame Fairbury. They must have like some big spire they made, and it splits everything. And you know, Southern Wymore will get some, and then up around Firth Norris they get it. You know, but right through here, the Pickrell, Beatrice. It is bone dry.
We both work at the Beatrice Country Club. We know how dry it can get.
I dropped something in a crack out there earlier, and I went to try and grab it, and it's gone. Couldn't even see it.
Boston rolling out here the near side, fakes pass.
Go.
It's down about the 16-yard line.
Maybe should have tucked that one a hair sooner and just gotten what he could get, but gained a yard there.
He 3rd down and about 13 to go at the 16-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 34-0 York lead. Beatrice again home next week. It's homecoming against the Tigers of Hastings.
But before Friday, volleyball Monday against Syracuse.
Yeah. So right here
Can't
on
make
Beam.
it there. Check that on Beam. Can't make it next Friday. Check it out on Beam. But we'd love to see you in the stands.
Yes. Help us celebrate homecoming. It's special. And we'll know the homecoming finalist. You said next Wednesday.
I believe it's Wednesday, yes.
I think everybody knows who the top 10 is. Top 10 queen candidates, top 10 king candidates. Are they going to maybe kick a field goal here? Merrick Johnson will hold. for the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is no good.
No good, they're going to say. Tough angle for us from the studio to see what that was, but...
oh, wait a minute. We got a penalty
Ooh,
flag,
roughing
the kicker on the Dukes. That'll move the ball up. I'm trying to remember if that's an automatic first down or if it's just a... If it's running...
It's like they're swapping personnel.
If it's running into the kicker, it's not personal foul. If roughing the kicker would be, it is roughing the kicker, personal foul,
First
automatic
down.
first down. Take it down to about the
Punch it in,
7-yard
boys.
line.
Punch it in.
So Beatrice gets new life here. Get the ball into the end zone. First and goal from the 7-yard line for the Orangemen. I formation, Boston Crawford will go under center. Takes the handoff, rolls out to his right, airs it out, tipped in the air, and incomplete.
Whew. Wow. Held my breath on that one after that first tip.
Yeah. We've seen, 3 tip balls now by passes. 2 of them have resulted in interceptions.
Yeah, one each way, I believe, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
So second down and goal from the 7-yard line. 2 wide receivers will split out to the left side. I formation, Boston Crawford looks over the defense, goes under center. Fakes the handoff, heavy rush, airs it back. 10-5, that's Connor Hayden into the end zone for the touchdown. It's a big time pass. 7-yard touchdown pass from Boston Crawford to Connor Hayden.
Well, and he did some work. He caught that about the 8-yard line and had to make a few guys miss, get back to the middle there and hopped in. So nice job by Connor to get that ball in the end zone. That's rewarding for those boys to get one in. Last thing you want to do is end that with the goose egg up there. So good for them.
Snap is down, the extra point kick is up, and it is good. So with 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter, Beatrice on the scoreboard, trailing 34-7 to the Dukes of York. So Beatrice does get on the scoreboard. That's a big momentum builder, maybe for the rest of this game, and also going into next week against Hastings, homecoming. Confidence building.
You got a Hastings record in front of you there, Brian?
I do not. I think they were 1 and 2 as well going into tonight's game, I think.
Let's see if I can find that one quick.
They lost their first game 17-14. And I think that was to York. If I remember correctly, glanced over the schedule before it came out. They're either the 1 and 2 or 2 and 1 on the season.
Hastings must be off this week. I don't see a game for that.
What are you right now?
Oh, nope. Sorry, there it is. Hastings is playing Lincoln Northwest tonight.
Oh.
They lead 42-0 at halftime. Last update on that one. I would guess they're past halftime now, but so they're going to win that one. Come into Beatrice coming off a win. And correct, they were 1 and 2.
1 and 2, okay.
Going to it. Lost to York 14-17. They beat Northwest. That would be GI Northwest in that case, 28-21. Lost to Bennington last week, 42-7. They're going to beat Lincoln Northwest, so they covered the Northwest side of everything this season. They're going to win that one, and they'll come in here next week 2 and 2. It looks like.
Orangemen will be 1 and 3 in the season.
And you know, Beatrice playing Plattsmouth last week. That's a good ball team.
Yeah,
That's
very good.
You know, they beat Crete the opening week of the season, and we of course beat Crete that second game of the season. And Plattsmouth is not a bad football team. They will be in the playoffs, I think, at the end of the season. And That's nothing to be ashamed of for sure.
No. And of course, McCook, the first game of the year, that McCook is always a traditional power.
They're always physical, tough. You know, that's coming in that game. I kind of thought that. I was just like,
You know, coach, a former Beatrice alumni coaches McCook now. Took over for Jeff out there. Petrosky is his name. I think it's Joe Petrosky who's coaching McCook now.
McCook's 2-1 on the season. They're going to beat Crete tonight, it looks like, to make them 3-1 on the season. Their only loss is going to be at Waverly. They lost that one last weekend, 7-20. But they beat Beatrice, of course, Aurora, and now Crete. Now, of those 3 wins, we do have to acknowledge that there's only 1 win between those 3 teams.
Yeah.
So the schedule maybe hasn't been, you know, as tough as Plattsmouth or some of these teams that we're seeing. But, you know, you still got to go win games. I'm not going to take anything away from them because when they came here, they looked physical, they looked tough, and those games they're winning by a pretty good margin. So I think, you know, as we go through the season, you're going to continue to see that that's a pretty good ball team. Next week, McCook does play Gehring, who's also undefeated at this point going into this weekend. They got Scotts Bluff a little bit later on, so they got a couple of tough ones yet to come on the schedule.
Third down and 10 ball at the 48-yard line. I don't think that's right. I think, well, nice run by the backup quarterback there. He gets that deep down in Beatrice territory near the 15, and a flag flies. It'll be a late hit by Beatrice.
Not sure you'd call it a hit. He was out of bounds, but you know, late tackle out of bounds, maybe that's the better.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice run by the quarterback there.
And number 15 is Hayden Coffin.
It's going to give them.
He's a freshman this year. Boy, they're young.
First and goal after the penalty. Yep. Not about the 8.5-yard line.
So first and goal for the Dukes.
Hold them, boys.
You knew that? How'd you know? Did she say that? Yeah, she told me. Oh, hell no.
It's Hayden Coffin at quarterback for the York Dukes. Will hand off to the near side. That is Gunnar Rummery on the carry.
He was in.
Yes, he won it. He only had 1 foot.
Snuck that inside that corner pylon right there.
She said it.
Gunnar Rummery. He is a 160-pound junior, scores for the York Dukes there. 40-7 our score. 45 seconds to go here in the football game.
Just think back, York must have missed that last PAT.
They did.
Would have put it at 35 and we'd have that clock moving. But Beatrice, of course, got the chance to go down and score, so we're not going to.
No.
No complaints.
That extra point hits off the upright.
You know, in some wacky fantasy league, they would give you points for doinking one off the uprights.
What fantasy leagues are you in?
I don't know. You'd have to. That'd be a lot of work. Instead of right down the middle, you get 1 point. If you hit the upright, you get 2. If you hit the crossbar, you get 3. How about that? Come on. You know, there's somebody out there that keeps track of those stats.
Oh,
And
stats
if
all over
if
the
you
place.
double doink it, you like triple the points. You know, there was one last year that hit both uprights, went back out. I think.
Is that an NFL?
Yeah, I think so.
Butker?
Oh, it could have been that rough game he had.
Yeah.
I think that one was 2 years ago when Butker had the really rough one, though. We did start a fantasy league that if your kicker misses a PAT, it's minus 50 points. So we do have one that's a little out there. You play a head coach, and you get points for how much they win by or lose by. If you win a close game, you get quite a few points. If you win big, you still get points, but not as much.
Fantasy league is this?
Oh, we made it up. we sat down and put up the fantasy league scoring and whatever one time. Just went, what's the weirdest one we can put out there? And that's what we did. We just call it our wacky league.
Well, very entertaining, I'll tell you that.
It is entertaining. That other guy that's usually in this chair is in that one with me, along with one Senor Kaiser, the Spanish teacher here at the high school, and we just have fun with it. There's no money involved in this one. We just have fun and give each other a hard time when we come back and win and whatever. Of course, first week, I had McCaffrey and he didn't get a play. I should have won. But all in good fun.
Again, a big thank you goes to our Lala girls out there. That is Lexi Mustin and Lizzie Mimic and Layla Boyko. Job well done, my friends, on the cameras tonight.
Appreciate it, ladies. I think a couple of you got some softball tomorrow, and I believe Lizzie's got some volleyball to play tomorrow morning too. So
because it's here in town.
Freshman tournament here in the morning. So
and the softball team goes out to Hastings.
Go get some rest. We'll see you on Monday night for Beatrice against Syracuse volleyball.
Unfortunately, I will not be here for that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting on Monday night. We've got a lot of things going on, so it may be kind of like we were last night, where we just have our gym noise and that sort of thing, and run the game that way. But we will have a stream for you. We'll make sure you can see the game.
We'll guarantee you full streaming next Friday night for homecoming. Jeff Junker will finally, the retired Jeff Junker,
long-awaited return, or I don't know.
He had a wedding tonight, and our congratulations goes out to Brando Rickenberg and Bailey Zarbanicki getting married tonight, two of the great athletes at Beatrice High School. Congratulations, Brendel and Bailey. 40-7, our final score here. York improves to 3-1. Beatrice falls to 1-3. They'll host the Hastings Tigers for homecoming next week here at the House of Orange. For our staff tonight, Lexi, Lizzie, Layla, the Lala girls on the cameras. For producing engineer, the maestro, Andrew Johnson, I'm Brian Cook. Have a great night, everybody.